What's up everyone, WilliApple here, and Apple has released the first beta of iOS 17.1 to developers, and hopefully tomorrow they'll release it to public beta testers. Along with that, Apple has released macOS Sonoma's 14.1, watchOS 10.1 Beta 1, tvOS 17.1 Beta 1, HomePod Software 17.1 Beta 1, macOS Monterey 12.7 RC, and macOS Ventura 13.7 RC. But today we will be focusing on iOS 17.1 Beta 1 and what is new inside the software. At first glance, it was not a big update, but it is indeed a big update. If you'd like to skip to any point in this video, you can use the timestamps down below, and to skip to any point you want, just in case you're bored with the feature. Alright, so first things first, what is the build number? So if you go into settings, general, and then about, right here is 21B5045H. So an H at the end of the build number indicates that Apple has compiled this A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So G being 5 times. So this is the 6th time Apple has compiled 17.1, and they were finally happy with it after this time. But this is kind of weird because I'll show you in a bit. Now the first thing that's changed is a little bit weird, but I will explain why in a bit. But if we go into settings, scroll down to sound and haptics, and inside our ringtone settings, you're going to notice that Apple has deleted the ringtones from this beta. Well, Apple did not probably mean to delete it. Probably what happened is that iOS 17 with the ringtones was compiled later, and they did not initially plan on ringtones. And people working on 17.1 did not know about the ringtones, but they still compiled this and gave it to us anyway. So all your ringtones have been set back to defaults, but this should be fixed in the next beta. If you're worried about your ringtones, they have unfortunately disappeared, but I'm sure they'll come back because they need to merge iOS 17.0 and 17.1 together. So it's just 17.1 features that are new for now. Now the next thing that is new inside this beta is in our settings, and if we were to go to general and then AirDrop, you're gonna see this thing that says out of range. So if I were to AirDrop something to another person that has 17.1 or newer, I'll be able to walk away and will still AirDrop to them, which is a pretty good feature. Just in case I'm at the end of class and wanted to AirDrop a video to a girl, I could just AirDrop it now. That's a good example of what to do with that. And we'll just go our separate ways and we'll still AirDrop. So that's a pretty good thing. And this toggle is asking if you're okay with using your cellular data. If you have an infinite plan, it doesn't really matter, so I'll just keep this on. But if you have limited data plan, I would turn this off. But yeah, this is a pretty cool feature inside of this latest beta. The next thing is in our lock screen editor. So if I were to add a custom image in here, let me do that real fast. Alright, so here's my custom image. You're going to see a brand new button in here that says Extend Wallpaper. For some reason it's disabled, but if I were to zoom out, you could actually take advantage of it. And all it does for now is zooms it back out. But I could just zoom out and then press it and it will zoom back in for me. So I guess Apple will enable this and will zoom out for you. But for now, it just zooms in and zooms out for you. So that's unfortunate, but hopefully we get that in the future. Because, yeah. And it's similar to contact posters. So if I were to go into my phone app and then go to my card, if I were to customize my contact poster, you're gonna see for custom images is pretty similar. Let me just create a new one real fast. You're gonna see we have the 3 dots and the extend poster is there as well, which makes me believe this is actually similar code base to the lock screens. So yeah, you could just extend it all you want, but I'm not gonna do that. Now, if you're an Apple Music lover, we actually got quite a bit of changes in the latest music app. So the first thing is if I were to play a song real fast, you're gonna see a brand new star button right here. Don't remember what this replaced, but if you were to start, it's kind of buggy right now. It does a little zoom in and zoom out animation, and what this does is actually favorites the songs. But that's not all. We don't only have favorites, as you can see right here. We also have a favorites button, except it actually does do that. Okay, so it's pretty cool. This actually replaced the love feature. I'm assuming if you have loved the song, which I personally haven't, it will turn into a favorite. I'm not sure, but we'll see about that. And if we were to go into a playlist right here, you're gonna see we have a brand new glyph icon up here for sorting, and we actually got a couple new things added. We have all playlists and then favorited. So I don't have anything favorited, I probably won't, but you can actually turn off the filter if you wanted to. And then we actually got quite a bit of changes. So if I were to go down here, you're gonna see we actually have song suggestions here now. That's right, song suggestions. We're finally getting that in Apple Music. So you can add it, you could just refresh it. It's just really cool that we finally had this. Something that I've been wanting for a while, except I didn't know I wanted it. And right here, we also have an add music button. So if I were to press that, you could just search for a song inside of the sheet here, and it will just add the music. And if I were to go into here and then add to a playlist, this has also been reorganized and redesigned a little bit. So everything is much smaller now. It looks a lot better. You can see a lot more on your screen. The new playlist button has moved all the way to the top. As before it was in your all playlists. You actually get 3 things here instead of 1 for the recent. So it's a pretty cool reorganization. It's much better now. Inside of the Books app, which I don't have added on my home screen, if we were to go into here, we actually got a brand new thing in here that says, this up here used to say reading now, but now it just says read now. A lot more formal, but it's nice nonetheless that we actually got a couple of change in here. Oh, and another thing is, we actually got a flashlight indicator now. So as far as I know, this was exclusive to the iPhone 15. But if you have an iPhone 14 now, you now have the flashlight indicator. So you can just turn it off from the dynamic island, which is a pretty cool use of the dynamic island. And then if I were to open up a song here, here's what it looks like here. I want to switch it. Can I switch it? Doesn't look like I could switch it right now, but yeah, it's a pretty cool new feature that we got inside of the dynamic island if you're on an iPhone 14 or normal 15, since I guess it was on the Pros only for some reason. And one last thing is, if you are in the United Kingdom, inside the Wallet app, we have a brand new feature where you can use universal wallets now. So that might expand to more countries, but I think it's a UK thing, and Apple just wants to compete with the digital wallet business. So they just made it UK only as of right now. I'm not sure how it works. It can be brought over to America, but usually things come to America first. So it's kind of interesting that Apple has put something in the UK first, probably because it's a UK exclusive feature as of right now. And if you're a Nintendo Switch gamer and have the Nintendo 64 controller, that now works inside of iOS 17.1. So if you have an N64 controller, which I don't, you can now use that, which is a pretty cool retro way to do gaming on your phone. If you have an iPhone 15, and if you were to go into your settings and then go to your battery, if you scroll down, you're eventually going to find something for charging other devices. So this is for if you have a USB-C cord and you plug in your USB-C in your iPhone to your AirPods, you'll be able to see the USB-C section here. So that is just if you want to take advantage of that and check. And just to let you know, every single weird iPhone 15 exclusive features in here are still limited to the iPhone 15. So we still don't have limiting to 80% in here. And we don't even have anything else that we can do with the battery capacity. We still need to use third-party tools to get that. Now for me, iOS 17.1 feels quite a bit better. They've been working on it for a while, so they were probably perfecting it. So I bet the features they added did not take them that long to make. And since we don't have ringtones, they've probably been working on this since before iOS 17 RC came out. So that's a good sign that this is going to be the first smooth version of iOS 17. However, if we were to go on the lock screen and do this, it's still present, unfortunately. But hopefully in a future beta, Apple finally decides to fix this, because it's starting to get annoying and it's not looking good for Apple having this for a while now. So hopefully Apple finally fixes this soon. But what can we expect next from Apple? So if I were to open up the calendar app here and then go to the month view, I would expect the next beta here on October 3rd. And this should add back the ringtones, and yeah, it's unfortunate that Apple has removed the ringtones. If you'd like to see the macOS and watchOS videos I have planned, you can watch those up there. There will be the macOS, but at the end of this video, I'll put the watchOS. Thanks for watching, comment, like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!